Hi there, it's Pro Trainer 7 here today. In this video, I'll be telling you what my top 11 Sonic games are. So we gotta go fast in typical Sonic style. So without further delay, let's crack on. So let's start with number 11 on my list, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1. This is Sega's attempt to capture the nostalgic feelings from the classic Mega Drive days. Sonic 4 wasn't specifically terrible. The controls were a bit clunky, but in true Sonic style, you got to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and really, as soon as you got them, the game really came into its own. But it wasn't a bad game, it was just very clunky. And for number 10 on my list, Sonic Forces. Truth be told, when this game was announced, I was really looking forward to it. But it wasn't a terrible game what people made it out to be. The only bad side of it is the fact that Sega tried an experiment with, to create your own character in the game. It kind of worked. It didn't work brilliantly, but it kind of worked. But you got to give them points for trying. And when they brought classic Sonic back, for some strange reason, his controls weren't exactly brilliant either. They weren't like the Mega Drive versions of him. They're more akin to Sonic 4 Episode 1, I think. I found anyway. But classic Sonic didn't really need to be in it. But in the modern Sonic stages, I enjoyed though. A lot of people just said, oh, just press the boost button and he just made it through the level. But let's be honest, he pretty much didn't, did he? But it wasn't a terrible game. I thought it was better than the crap that was out at the time, which was, probably get a lot of grief for this, Mario Odyssey. And for my 9th spot, Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure was Sonic's first 3D outing on the Dreamcast that was released back in 1998, but it didn't arrive here in the UK till 1999. I was blown away by this game from its improved graphics, which was awesome for the time, and I really couldn't wait to get my hands on it. But years later, like 20 years down the line, it hasn't aged at all well. It is in dire need of a remake. Don't know why Sega thought it would be a good idea for Sonic Colors to get released, but for Sonic Adventure, it is in dire need of a remake. And if Sega do that, please don't put Big the Cat stages in it. I'm happy with everybody else, but leave Big the Cat alone. Them stages were awful. That's what dragged it down for me, to be honest. The Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, their levels were brilliant. E102 Gamma was awesome. Nice little shooting levels, but Big the Cat, you didn't really need to waste time fishing for Froggy. Oh, Froggy. Right, for my number 8 spot, Sonic Colors. Yes, this is in my number 8 spot. Sonic Colors was not the best Sonic 3D game ever. It really wasn't. There's been better that's come out, since then as well. And Sonic Colors wasn't, it was good, but I didn't like the way the levels were managed. For example, when you are running with running with the camera behind Sonic, you couldn't use your trigger buttons or your shoulder buttons to zip. This made the gameplay really, really bad for me. And I think what would have made this game better if they took a lot of the mechanics from Sonic Unleashed from the day stages then this game would have been bloody awesome. It would have been much higher on my list, but for certain things with gameplay like that, it did not work well with me at all. It was good, but it didn't deserve all the praise that people have been getting. Right, on to number 7. And for my 7th spot, Sonic Adventure 2. This was my first, oddly, GameCube game when I bought the GameCube back in 2003. It was an amazing little title. I love this game even till this day. Sonic Adventure 2 basically took what it did from Sonic Adventure, but made it more linear, but also in the process made the levels a bit bigger. Back in the early 2000s, Sonic Adventure 2 was split into 2 storylines. One hero, which Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. They followed their plots of their story, and the dark story, which was Shadow, Robotnik, and Rouge the Bat. Once you completed these 2, you'd open the main ending, which was you fought the ultimate life form. Spoilers, sorry, but it is a 20-year-old game. But one thing I will say, the gameplay was pretty decent. I love the gameplay for this game. It is awesome. Especially for Sonic and Shadow. I love their levels. They're my favourite levels throughout the entire thing. I mean, it's not aged well with the camera angles and stuff like that, but they are tolerable. And if you've not played this game before, pick it up. It's awesome. Right, what's taking number 6 spot in my list? Well, it has to be the one and only Sonic CD. Sonic's first and only outing on the Mega CD. This game was supposed to be a direct sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog, but there were 2 camps. Memory serves me, it was the Japanese camp that wanted Sonic CD, and it was the American camp that wanted Sonic 2. But both were very good games. You know, Sonic CD turned out to be a really decent game when I want to really get into it. So, unlike Sonic the Hedgehog and other 2D titles like it, there was 2 ways of completing this game, which I found very, very nice and more flexible for the player. You could either collect all the time stones, which was this game's Chaos Emeralds, but you also had these posts that you could use to time travel, which has past and future. Does what exactly it says on the tin. So if you hit the pass button, hit the pass post, travel fast enough, you'll travel back in time to before Eggman got there or when he just got there. And you find this little machine that kind of looks like 2 flying saucers bound by energy. Destroy that in each and every act. Well, not in each and every act, the first 2 acts of each zone. You will create what we would call a good future. And therefore you don't need to collect the time stones. It does help doing the time stones, because when I played it, I did a playthrough it recently, and I ended up getting all the time stones and ended up doing all the good futures. So, you know, I'm a perfectionist, leave me alone. But it was awesome. I absolutely love playing this game. I might receive some hate for this, but it is number 5 in my list. I do love it, but this game in my number 5th spot is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, I do love this game. It's got tons of replayability if you enjoy your time trials and all that stuff, your speed runs and that. Love a good speed run myself, especially fills up an afternoon. But one thing I do enjoy about this, it's Tails' debut. But having said that, Tails doesn't do very much. But this is the first game where it introduced the Spin Dash, which is Sonic's signature move now, since 1992. And this completely changed the game, to be honest. It revolutionised it. And to be fair, yeah, it was really good. Back in the day, it was the thing, because back in the day I hated Mario, and I don't really hate him, but I don't get it. Anyway. But one thing, yeah, definitely good for speedrunning Sonic 2. Right, on for my next one. Right, in my number 4th spot is Sonic Generations. This game was released to celebrate Sonic's 20th anniversary back in 2011. Now the story goes like this. Something happens with Sonic's timeline and things get thrown into chaos. Obviously, Robotnik's the culprit. I say Robotnik because that's his name. So, his timeline gets, goes a bit ski-whiff because of Robotnik and his antics, but also what brings it in, what makes the game work, is the fact that classic Sonic comes into it as well. Or some people call him Short Fat Sonic, but yeah, you get him in the game, bundled up with modern Sonic with his boost mechanic. Just it's more of a celebration of Sonic's past, really. It was an enjoyable game. I mean, I play it quite a bit to this day as well. It was spectacular. And I think it's Sega's first 3D game. Not in terms of graphics, but yeah, I can actually see it through 3D glasses. Because I remember getting it from the Xbox 360. Bought it on day release as well. Awesome game. Anyway, on to the next one. Right. Number 3 is Sonic Unleashed. This game is, without a doubt in my mind, the best 3D Sonic title ever. It takes the classic feel of Sonic Adventure, where you go multiple different parts of the planet. In Sonic Adventure, you don't go to different parts of the planet, but you go to different parts in that world. Same for Sonic Unleashed. But also, the stages were redone with the boost formula. This was the first game with a boost formula for Sonic, which I found absolutely phenomenal. I'll come into that in a minute. But the elephant in the room is what kind of let it down for a lot of people. I understand. But to me, it didn't really ruin the game for me, is the Hedgehog stages. Where at night, Sonic turns into a Hedgehog because of what Robotnik did at the start of the game. I won't go too much into that. It's a game that's like, when was it released? 2008. So it's quite an old game. So if you don't know the story, check it out. But in the day stages is where this game really comes to life. Where you play as normal Sonic, or modern Sonic, or whatever you want to call him. No swearing. Kidding. He is probably one of the best video game characters I've played in this game anyway. The day stages are absolutely phenomenal. Full of speed, loads of action, and it captures what Sonic is, which is a supersonic blue hedgehog, basically. But not only that, you can also upgrade your character. This is the first time Sonic gets his upgrade. So as you progress through the game, you can upgrade yourself. Not only your day self, but your night self as well as a Hedgehog, which gives you stronger attacks and stuff like that. But this was the first 3D Sonic title as well to introduce the boost formula, which was the boost was originally brought in on Sonic Rush on the DS. And seeing it in 3D for the first time ever in this game, I was blown away. This is, to me at least, the best 3D Sonic game there is. And I'm looking forward to Sonic Frontiers and see what Sonic Team do with that. But for now, Sonic Unleashed is the best 3D Sonic game. But it's third on my list. Right. On to number 2. Right. What takes second place on my list is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yes, this is technically 2 games, but originally it was intended as one. So, back in 1994, Sega needed to get a game out kind of sharpish. So they were developing Sonic 3, so they thought they would release Sonic 3 earlier on, and then they released Sonic and Knuckles later on. But the 2 games connected to each other which created one long game, which why I named this as one slot as Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This game was amazing. A lot of people, you know, enjoy Sonic 2, fair play to them, but I really do enjoy this. This is awesome, this game. It's got better mechanics. Sonic, the only bad thing about it is Sonic's weight in pose. Why is he pretending to fire a gun with his hand? But other than that, this game is awesome. It's the longest 2D Sonic game. And not only that, it's probably got more, yeah, it's got more shields in it and stuff. This is where we see the original fire shield, the electric shield, and the bubble shield, not to mention the usual shield. But the fire shield protects you from fire, but also shoots you forward. The electric shield attracts the rings. That could be handy, you know, especially if you're zooming through levels, you need to get your points up quite quick. And the bubble shields prevents you from drowning, because I hate being in water levels, especially in the Sonic game. Yeah, especially in the Sonic game. But it could be worse, could be a Zelda game in the water temple. But anyway, I digress. These shields help improve the gaming quality of this title, and I absolutely love it. But not only that, you don't only get the 7 Chaos Emeralds in this game. No. Once you've collected all 7 Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 3 portion of the game, obviously you unlock Super Sonic, but when you go into the Sonic and Knuckles side of it, once you unlock all the Super Emeralds, because as soon as you hit Sonic 3 and Knuckles, well, Sonic and Knuckles part of it, you get transported to the Hidden Palace Zone, where you are in the middle of a nice temple area, with the Master Emerald in the middle, but also shells of the emeralds, which when you got all the Chaos Emeralds, it summons it forward. So each and every time you go through a big ring, the more flashier now in this, but also once you go through the ring, you get transported to that temple. You stand on one of the emeralds and it transports you to the special stage. Therefore, you get a chance to get one of the Super Emeralds. Once you got all the Super Emeralds, all 7 of them, you get turned into not Super Sonic, it's Hyper Sonic, which you like glow in different colours and stuff. And not only that, once you do a double tap for jumping, you shoot forward. But also, was creating it, because I did a playthrough with Sonic 3 and Knuckles with all the Super Emeralds. All the badniks around your area gets near they explode, which is funny. So you goes Zoom! And all your badniks get blown up, which is quite funny actually. Might try that in a speedrun one day, but it does. It is a level up from Sonic 2. That's why it's more further down the list, and I find it to be. I like a big game, especially like this. It's not massive, but it's big enough for a Sonic title. Yeah. I had an absolute blast playing this in Sonic Origins. Absolute blast. Right, okay. On to the last one. Right, from a number 1 spot is Sonic Mania. Yeah, Sonic Mania. Who'd have thunk it being on my list? This is, by far, the best Sonic title out. It is an amazing title. I love it. I play it to this day. It's been out for a few years. I play all these titles on this list to this day. But yeah, Sonic Mania is a special one for me. It's reintroduction back into the 2D style of Sonic. And this is really a fan game commissioned by Sega to make. And it goes to show you what the fans of the series can do. So Nintendo should pay attention to this one, and they should, because they don't like it when people copy their remake some of their stuff. But anyway, obviously your playable characters are Sonic, Tails and Knuckles, but also it does have DLC, which I don't mind paying money from it for, because it's a decent little DLC package. You get Mighty the Armadillo, who's not been seen since Sonic. No, it's not a Sonic game. Knuckles and the Chaotix and the 32X. Yes, we should have a go on that one as well, Sega. But also, Raider Squirrel. Raider Squirrel is a flying squirrel, to be honest. He's not been seen in a Sonic game since the arcades, which is Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, which is an arcade game. I've not played it myself, but he is relatively new on the 2D front of Sonic, and it's nice to play a different character for a change. Sometimes he does a little bit of gliding. He's kind of like what's the best way I can put it? The good way of doing a flying squirrel thing, like they tried in Mario Brothers U. But yeah, they seem to have got this one off better. It is developed well, this game. It, ticks the right boxes for the nostalgic look and that. I absolutely adore this game. And there needs to be a sequel, if I'm honest. This is brilliant and it needs to come back. But one of the other things that we treated to, not only the classic levels but done in a new way, we're also treated to new levels, especially with Press Garden and Mirage Saloon, which Mirage Saloon has the best, well, the Act 2 version of it has the best soundtrack in the entire game, which it is awesome. But not only that, it does have tons of replayability, a lot more than the previous 2D titles. Don't mean to disrespect them, but they are amazing. I absolutely adore this game, and it deserves my #1 spot. And I might go play some of it after when I've recorded this. Right. And that's my top 11 Sonic games. I thought 11 because, people do 10, people do 5. I thought, you know what, I'll do 11. But let us know what you think. What games do you like? What Sonic games do you like? What are your favourites? We'll have a nice civil discussion about it. And I'll enjoy reading your comments as well. Thank you very much for watching my video. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.